Guys, this time we want to review dog-friendly restaurants in Bali. Follow our adventure. Hello friends, I'm Bolu, the dog who loves exciting adventures. Today I want to share a story about my special night out. My sister Coco and I were invited out for dinner at a dog-friendly restaurant in Bali. To make it even more exciting, my mom, dad, and 2 of their friends also came along. So, it felt like a fun big family event. We left in the evening. I rode a motorcycle with my papa, while Coco rode another motorcycle with my mom. The streets are a bit crowded tonight, typical of Bali on weekends. I sit sweetly on the motorbike seat, enjoying the cool night breeze. But make no mistake, I'm still alert. My ears perk up at the sound of horns, and my eyes occasionally look at the lights of passing vehicles. I glanced at Coco on the front of the bike. She looked very happy, her ears fluttering in the wind. Sometimes she would bark a little, as if to say, "Bolu, this trip was really fun, wasn't it?" I nodded silently. This trip has always been our favorite moment. Despite the traffic jam, Bali still feels magical with the glittering street lights. I'm sure tonight will be an unforgettable night. Finally, after a while on the road, we arrived at our destination. The name of the restaurant is La Vecchia Tana, an Italian pizza restaurant that is famous for being delicious and dog-friendly. The restaurant is located near Batabalig Beach, so the atmosphere is really pleasant. As soon as we entered, the smell of food immediately greeted us. The smell of cheese, toast, and tomato sauce made my stomach growl. Coco and I, as usual, immediately looked for our favorite spot, under the table. This time we sat at the big table because there was Mama, Papa, and 2 of their friends. The atmosphere was very cozy. The restaurant was still quite quiet, so we had plenty of room to relax. I sat next to Coco, trying to calm myself down while enjoying the aroma coming from the kitchen. Coco, on the other hand, was already busy sniffing the floor, trying to figure out where the food smell was coming from. I couldn't help but chuckle at her behavior. This restaurant is really cool. The decor is Italian, with walls decorated with vintage posters and warm chandeliers. Since it's December soon, the restaurant is already decorated with Christmas decorations. There's a small Christmas tree in the corner and little sparkly lights on the tables. The waiter came with drinking water for Coco and me. Wow, it felt so refreshing after the long journey. I immediately drank my water until it was gone. Coco, as usual, was more dramatic. She even lifted her bowl slightly, as if to make sure there were no drops left. We were both really enjoying this moment. While waiting for the food, I observed my surroundings. The sound of chatter from other guests began to be heard, and there were a few other dogs that had also come with their owners. But Coco and I stayed focused. We knew the food would be amazing, so we had to be patient. Coco had moved closer to Mama, looking up with pleading eyes. I knew she was hungry, but I tried to remind her, "Patience, sis. The food will come soon." Coco gave a small nod, then went back to sit beside me. While Coco and I had settled down with our water, it was Mama, Papa, and their friends' turn to get drinks. There were cold drinks with ice cubes that looked so fresh. I thought, why did they get it first? I'm a guest too, but I knew this was part of the process. Coco, who had been calm, began to fidget again. She peered over the table, trying to see if the food had arrived. I pulled her a little with my foot, signaling her to be patient. We may be hungry, but we still know the rules. After all, I'm sure the food that will come later will be worth the wait. And finally, the moment we've been waiting for arrived. The waiter came with 2 large pan pizzas that had just come out of the oven. The aroma instantly enveloped the roomy, fragrant mix of melted cheese, fresh tomato sauce, and freshly baked bread. Coco and I could hardly contain ourselves. We immediately sat in the most alert position under the table, watching every movement of the waiter who placed the pizza on the table. The 2 pan pizzas looked very tempting. One was the classic margherita pizza, with tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, and fresh basil leaves on top. Simple, but the aroma makes me tempted. The second pan was a meat lover's pizza with various pieces of tantalizingly fragrant meat sausage, pepperoni, and minced beef. I sniffed enthusiastically, and Coco, as usual, had started to twitch restlessly. When Mom finally took a small slice of one of the pizzas for us, I felt like I had gotten the most precious gift of the night. The slice of pizza was small, but it tasted amazing. The soft cheese, the crispy bread on the edges but soft in the middle, and the slightly sweet but fresh taste of the tomato sauce really spoiled my tongue. Coco also devoured her slice quickly, then looked at Mom again as if to say, "I want some more." As I savored one slice after another, I overheard my mom telling my dad and his friends about the origins of pizza. Did you know? Pizza was first invented in Italy, specifically in the city of Naples, around the 1700s. At first, pizza was just a simple meal for the workers' flatbread topped with a little tomato sauce and olive oil. But ever since Queen Margherita tried pizza in 1889, it has become famous all over the world. In fact, the margherita pizza we had tonight was named after the Queen. Papa then added the story of why pizza in Bali is delicious. He said that many restaurants in Bali, such as La Vecchiatana, bring in authentic ingredients from Italy, such as flour for the dough, mozzarella cheese, and tomato sauce. So, even though we're far away from Italy, the flavors remain authentic. Also, the chefs here have been trained in authentic Italian techniques, so they know how to make the perfect pizza from the thin dough to the perfect level of doneness in the stone oven. I listened to this story as I continued to enjoy my slice, feeling lucky to be able to share in the deliciousness of this amazing handmade pizza. Then, Mom joked, pointing at me and Coco. She said, "It's funny, dogs love pizza too. I wonder why." I wanted to answer, but of course I couldn't speak human. So I just wagged my tail, hoping Mama would know the answer. But Papa had a theory. He said that maybe dogs like pizza because of its rich aroma and variety of textures. The soft cheese, fragrant sauce, and crispy bread all make for a special eating experience, even for dogs like us. Coco, who usually only focuses on her food, looked up and barked softly as if in agreement. I turned to her and said to myself, "Coco, we are indeed lucky to have such a caring Mama and Papa. Eating this pizza really makes our night special." Meanwhile, on the table, Mama, Papa, and their friends also started enjoying their pizza. I watched how they cut each slice slowly, pulled the long melted cheese, then took a delicious bite. Sometimes they exchanged slices to try different flavors. Occasionally, they laughed, joking about how big the pan was and how they would have trouble moving after they were full. Coco and I, of course, didn't want to miss out on this celebration. For those of you who are curious, this restaurant is called La Vecchiatana. They serve a variety of Italian foods such as pizza and pasta. The location is near Badabalig Beach, so after eating, you can take a walk to the beach. This restaurant is also known for being pet-friendly, so you can bring your favorite dog here. They also open early in the morning, so it's perfect for breakfast or brunch. If you're curious, you can check out their Instagram on the screen. After we had our fill, Coco and I sat down under the table, enjoying the warm evening atmosphere. This restaurant is really dog-friendly, and I felt really appreciated as a guest. It was time for us to go home. Although a little tired, I was still excited for the journey back home. Thank you for following my adventure story today. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any recommendations for other fun dog-friendly places, write them down in the comments section. See you on the next adventure.